Hi guys, welcome to another fragrance related video, and today I have some bad news to you guys, okay? I'm gonna do a declutter, and I know that I don't like decluttering for the sake of decluttering. There's absolutely no idea in that. I don't like buying fragrances just to let them go, but honestly I've had a couple of blind buy fails and a couple of things that I've kind of grown out of and absolutely don't wear. Okay, so I have a couple of fragrances that I don't wear, and I just feel kind of bad holding on to them when they could be used by someone who likes them, who loves them. And especially during like this time, it's almost Christmas. If I were to donate these, some people might get them for a really cheap price for like a nice gift for Christmas time. So I feel like this is the best time to declutter my fragrances. So I'm probably going to be donating these because I just don't feel like selling, and I tried selling some of them, it didn't go very well, so I'm like whatever, I'll just donate them. And some of these I really liked in the beginning of my fragrance journey, but my taste has changed and I feel like I just don't reach for these and they're just like sitting there, and I feel like that's kind of bad. Like I don't like having fragrances like sat on my desk just and not using them. Like I feel like they're meant to be used, and if somebody else is gonna use them, like I'm gonna be so happy, okay? So yeah, let's talk about the huge declutter that I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to be decluttering Opulent Oud, and this is by Lattafa. The reason being, I have new fragrances that are very woody, very oudy, that I tend to like way more from Lattafa. And this one is too stinky, too skanky for my likes, okay? It's really strong and there's caramelliness, but honestly, after I bought Lattafa's Awraq Al Oud Luxe, I noticed that I like it way better than this one, and I also like Rakba way better and Awraq Al Oud Intense. So there's kind of no reason for me to have this because I honestly do not gravitate towards this one enough, okay? So that's why I'm letting this one go, and yeah, Opulent Oud by Lattafa. Next up, I'm letting go of Madame Isabelle, and the reason is I have a super similar fragrance called Cabotin Gold by Grey, and this one is completely similar except it has a peach note in it, like peach tea type of note that I really like. So these two are so similar, but this one is kind of like the more boring version and this is more interesting to me, so and it lasts better. So I think I'm gonna just hold on to the Cabotin Gold and declutter Madame Isabelle, even though I've used quite a bit of it, but I just feel like I don't need two fragrances that are completely similar. So I'm letting go of Madame Isabelle. And this is staying in my collection, Cabotin Gold, okay. Sorry, the lighting in this video is horrible. Whatever, okay. Next up, on the chopping block, and I really feel sad for having this on the chopping block, but Encre Noire by Lalique, and the only reason I'm letting this go is because I'm allergic to it. I really like it, I wish I could wear it, but every time I spray it on, my throat starts to close, and I can't have that happen, okay? So I'm just letting this go because it's dangerous to me to wear it, because I'm allergic to pure vetiver oil, and this one has pure vetiver oil. So this is the saddest one to let go. I wish I wouldn't have to, but I feel like because I'm allergic to it, it's pretty reasonable to let this one go. And I just really wanted to have a home where somebody is gonna wear it who really likes it, okay? So I'm also donating this one, Encre Noire by Lalique. Next up, so some of these are really like obscure and they're from the starting of my fragrance journey, but this is Route 66 for men, Easy Way of Life, and I'm going to declutter this mainly because it does not last long, okay? I feel like this is way better for someone who's into like colognes and like really fresh type of fragrances, and I'm just not that kind of girl. I usually go for heavy hitters, and I feel like I haven't used this a lot lately because it's not a heavy hitter and it lasts like 2.5 hours, which is really little in my opinion. So I just don't gravitate towards it because it has those performance issues, and I really like the scent. It's not that this wouldn't be a good scent, it actually is. I really like it. It reminds me of kind of like a toned down Fahrenheit, okay? So it's kind of an interesting gasoline note type of fragrance. And I really do find it really sexy on a man, so actually I might give this to my boyfriend because I think it's sexy and I'd really like to smell it, but I just don't feel like wearing it myself. So yeah, Route 66 Easy Way of Life gonna go into the declutter pile. Next up we've got another Lattafa, and this one is Lattafa Awraq Al Oud. And honestly, this one I was debating myself, like, do I like it, do I not? And there's this thing that it's super aldehydic, okay? And I've grown really sensitive to huge amount of aldehydes, okay? And for me to like this, it would have to have like a bigger rose note. Like this has rose and aldehydes. It's like a cool smelling rose, and the problem when I wear this on my skin, the rose goes away and you're just left with a really cold and powerful aldehyde, and to me it's not balanced enough. So I don't like that much, and I don't wear this. So I'm gonna let this go and give it to someone who really likes aldehydes, okay? So yeah, Awraq Al Oud is going to the declutter pile. Next up, Cobaco by Bourjois. I honestly really liked this in the beginning, but I have the same problem with this as the Awraq Al Oud. It has too much aldehydes for me, and I've become so sensitive to aldehydes that I need to let this go, okay? There's a part of me that really likes this, okay? But when I put it on, it's kind of like, the reason I like it is the opening note of cinnamon. And the cinnamon, when the cinnamon goes away and I'm just left with the ambergris and aldehydes, then I'm like, well. And this is a really hard one for me to let go because I really like it. It's really unique. So I'm not sure if I'm still like, should I keep it to have just one aldehydic fragrance? Maybe. Okay, this is gonna be a maybe for me. I might not be able to let it go because it's really unique. And I don't smell this a lot on many people, and I really like the cinnamon in it. But honestly, I have Sheikh Al Shuyukh Lux, which has a even better cinnamon note, and it's way more up my alley. So I feel like it's kind of making Cobaco boring in my eyes, okay? I like Sheikh Al Shuyukh Lux way better, okay? So I'm like, this is a maybe, okay? Cobaco by Bourjois. Next up, Empire by BS. I tried to like this so much, and my boyfriend likes it, everybody else likes it. I don't gravitate towards it. It's too girly for me. It's too clean girl, too sweet, too young for me, and I just don't work that way. The watermelon note, I don't get with it, okay? So this is a cyclamen watermelon, sweet, fruity, fun fragrance. But I can't get with it, okay? Something about it just isn't me. And every time I put it on, I feel like I'm wearing a disguise. I don't feel myself. So, unfortunately, we are decluttering Empire by BS. Or giving it to someone I love. Actually, I have someone in mind who might actually enjoy this. So they might get this as a Christmas present. So yeah, Empire by BS, bye-bye. Next up, BS Blossom Meadow, and this is a very green pink pepper and kind of like green notes type of fragrance. It really smells like cut grass and pink pepper. And I honestly really liked it when I got it, but I have a couple of green fragrances that are similar that I like way better. So I almost never reach for this anymore. So I'm giving this away also because of that, because it's stupid for me to keep it in my collection when I have so many green fragrances and I like most of them better than this one. So yeah, I'm letting this go, okay. Then with a heavy heart, I'm gonna have to throw this one away because the sprayer is broken. This is FCUK French Connection Friction for her. And I really like this fragrance, but it's broken. As you can see, like, this part came off, it does not work. It's really badly, yeah, like, you can't make it work. There's some part is broken really badly, and like, I just can't make it work. So I'm gonna let it go because it's stupid for me to hoard something that does not work, and I'm not tech savvy enough to fix it, so I'm just gonna let it go, okay? Like, I'm not even gonna sell this because it's broken. I'm just gonna throw it away, and that's sad, but that's reality, okay? And yeah, so yeah, French Connection Friction for her. I really like this, but I have something similar. So I have this kind of a body mist that's super similar to this one. It's not as good as this one, so that's a sadness, but I must live with it. I can live with it, so this is going away. Bye. Okay. This is so cleansing. Like, doing declutters when you have a big collection is actually super cleansing, and I really feel good about my decisions, okay? So that. Next up, we've got Black Creek by Rive. And this one, I'm just kind of over it, okay? This is so, like, when I got it, I was like, oh my god, I like the wateriness with that, like, dark burnt birch wood, and like, it's super unique, and but then almost every other men's fragrance started to smell like this, and I was like, I'm over the DNA, okay? Like, this is supposed to be a dupe for Creed's Silver Mountain Water, and that's been done to death, okay? Like, I keep smelling it everywhere, basically in Finland. So many people like it, so many people use it, like some flanker of it or some dupe of it or something, and I've just smelled this so many countless times that I just feel like I'm over it. I'm over the DNA, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna give it away to someone who likes it, okay? I have a person in mind who I'm gonna give this to, and yeah, I hope they like it, and if they don't, well, they can just declutter it, so yeah. Okay, and then we've got Floyesa Enriquecerse, and this one, this is just a bad performer. So I just don't gravitate towards it because it smells nice, but it lasts literally like 3 hours. And I use this as a kind of like layerable fragrance, but I just don't feel necessarily like I should have this in my collection because it's just way too boring. My cat is trying to go outside, and like, it's annoying. She keeps like pawing the door, okay? But yeah, so this is boring. I don't know why I bought it, honestly. I feel like it was a mistake. I haven't been wearing this. It's way too boring for me. It's way too basic. It's way too fresh. I'm not into it, so I'm decluttering it. And I don't feel least bit bad for that. And then, kind of like in the maybe pile again, Rive Vanilla Touch Eau de Parfum. I honestly liked this when I bought it. And I kept wearing it and things, but then one day I smelled it on someone else in a bus. and it smelled so Play-Doh-y to me. And I immediately knew it was this fragrance that they were wearing, and it smelled bad when it projected out. Like it smelled like Play-Doh, too much like a Play-Doh, and I noticed that I don't wanna smell like that. So even though it smells nice, for me myself, when I wear it, the way it projects out smells bad, obviously. So I was like, I don't want to smell bad. And I have now other vanilla fragrances that work better for my skin, and I just feel like this was a mistake buy, and somebody else might like it because it seems to be a really popular fragrance here in Finland. It's really easygoing vanilla type of nutty fragrance, and I just feel like somebody else is gonna get so much more wear out of it, and I have vanilla fragrances that I like way better than this one. So yeah, this is the last one I'll be decluttering now. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Sometimes a girl needs to make some room, and I'm probably moving soon, so I'm kind of like downsizing with my collection. The reason being that honestly a person needs to do that anyway when they move, and also I feel like it's stupid for me to hoard things and not use them, okay? And I've been more mindful about my buys lately, and like anyway thinking like I went too excessive at some point, and I just don't want to be that excessive, and I feel like the declutter is needed, honestly, because my collection is way too big right now. And I just feel like there are too many similar fragrances or fragrances that I'm just kind of over the DNA. And like, I feel like it's okay. Like, it's okay for you to change your mind and not like something another time and like something another time. And like, that's just life, okay? And that's what's happening to me. And that's why I'm decluttering this, and I'm being really harsh, okay? I'm being harsh. There were some that I was like, oh my god, I need to hold on to it. Maybe I'll like it later, but like I haven't, okay? It's been 3 years and I just don't gravitate towards these. And I just feel like it's stupid of me to like hold on to them and hoard things if I don't wear them. So I'm just gonna say bye, Felicia, and give them to someone who might like them better. So yeah, that's everything. And honestly, some of these I really fought with myself, like for example the Lalique, Encre, Noire, Opulent Oud, and like BS Empire. Like I was like, oh, I kind of like them, but then I don't end up wearing them because there's something about them. And I have so many fragrances that really are like 10 out of 10 every time I wear them and make me feel like amazing. So why would I settle for less, you know? That's kind of my thing with this, and I hope you guys don't think I'm an idiot for buying too many fragrances. I kind of feel like I'm an idiot for buying too many fragrances at one point. Like I feel like I kind of actually had a shopping problem at some point, and I feel like that's due to me having like undiagnosed bipolar, honestly. Like I'm gonna get into this a little bit. So I had like hypomania at some point, and I feel like I actually ordered so many fragrances at one point just because I was hypomanic, okay? And like that's really typical for bipolar people, especially when they're not medicated. And luckily I'm medicated now, and I know this, like how much I've bought, and some of them like I'm really happy about, but some are like bad choices, okay? So I had like impulse control issues with shopping especially. Like I never bought so much that I would be in any kind of like problems or anything. Like I've always paid all my bills and things like that. So I kind of didn't even notice myself that it was a problem. But I kept shopping to make myself feel better, you know, like shopping therapy. And that's not really good for me, okay? And honestly, like now that I'm on medication, it's way easier for me to just stick to like only shopping the things that I've researched thoroughly. And like I'm way better with it and less like blind buy type of person now. Like I research things way more before buying them, and I've lessened my buying, and I feel like that's really good for me. So yeah. that's why I'm doing this declutter. I'm trying to declutter my life anyway, like my closet of clothes, and like declutter as many fragrances as I can that I don't gravitate towards anymore. And like I'm just kind of over that hoarding, you know. And like, yeah, that's all. And yeah, if you're not subscribed already, what are you doing with your life? It's real easy. It's way down there in the corner. Just push the button to be notified when I upload, especially the bell notification. And maybe you could leave a like, because that way I don't get thrown into the sea of YouTubers and be lost forever, because that's what happens to us. And if you like these videos, I post regularly. I really love fragrances. I really love doing this. So yeah, your subscription would be appreciated, okay? So yeah, that's all for today. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!